Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play the Stanley Parable. With me is my beautiful Twitch chat right below, and it's hopefully going to say hi or hype or anything relating to that. Some hype sounds, something like that. I mean, there's some weasel hype going on. No, there it is. There it is. Fantastic. There's some weasel hype. Yes, the chat is ready. That's what I want to see. All right. Today we're going to play the Stanley Parable, a game that came out a few years ago, and I never got around to playing it myself because I'm this guy. I'm this guy. Like, everyone's watching Game of Thrones Season 5, and I'm just like, I'm gonna watch Season 5. I watched 1 to 4, I'll watch 5 when I, get the time to do it, and then it's like 10 seasons later, and I'm like, I'll watch it. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'm that guy at the party you can talk about your favorite thing because I'm like, oh, no. Don't spoil this. Don't spoil this. I will watch this series eventually. Eventually, I'll watch it. But then I never do. I'm awful like that. All right, let's get started with this game that I heard so many good things about, but never actually got to play. I mean, I played the Source mod. It was kind of fun, but this is actually the standalone game, so... I will not try to go for every achievement, but I'm going to do a few runs, and we're going to see where this brings us. The idea is basically you have a narrator in the game that, narrates what you do, and you can kind of, like, follow his instructions or go against that, and for the first time, I'm going to follow him. Like, the first time, I'm going to be an obedient little guy. That's my plan. And after that, we'll see what we'll do. We'll figure it out. It's going to be a good time. The end is never. The end is loading. That's what it is.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Man, those are some serious cables.
Room 427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders
Good for
came
him.
to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
I mean, he doesn't have to think too much about it.
For this job.
It's not too bad.
Stanley was happy.
Good. Good.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Oh,
He had been at his
subtitles.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
I'll turn them
call a
on
meeting,
after the video.
Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, let me quickly turn on the subtitles. You're correct. I'm sorry. All right, turn to subtitles on. Sorry about that. I always forget to do this. Hope you heard everything fine. All right, he stepped out of his office. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Let's see what's going on. Anyone home? Hi?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh no.
What could it mean?
Where's 431?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. Where's the meeting room? It's a good question. That's a nice calming picture of a landscape. Where is the meeting room though? Is that the meeting room? Hi? Nope, that's closed. Never mind, that's not the meeting room. Where could it be? He went... these numbers don't really make a whole lot of sense in the first place. Can I? No, can't open this.
When
Shit.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure! I trust you, narrator, that probably has nothing nefarious in mind with me. Ah, that looks like a meeting room. I see a
Yet
whiteboard.
there was not a single person here either.
But the door closed
In a wave
automatically.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Where would I
hoping
find
he
that?
might find an answer there.
Targets. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too generous synergized. fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... Blah, blah, blah. What is not cost efficient? I don't know. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items, right? Next day's agenda. Reflect. That's awesome. All right, let's see what... I'm just curious what's on the tables. TPS report, some maps, some charts. Fantastic. Number of slides. Rate at which charts on same slide depict the same information. That's so good. I agree wholeheartedly with this. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more charts. Stop it. Stop. The boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market paradigm and monetize free to play. Smart. I mean, we already do that. Broom closet. We should let him out. Like, I thought this guy was in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Alright, you're right. Sorry, narrator. My bad. I trust you completely. Wait,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Gotcha.
office.
Thank you. That's helpful. I'm just gonna go all the way up. Where else? Ooh, look at how fancy everything here is. Ooh. I like it. What's that? Executive bathroom. Nope. Not going there. Okay, nobody's here. Hi. I assume that this is the office. This looks very
Stepping
big.
into his manager's office,
Yeah.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Yeah.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And
How?
so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
But
2845.
I don't know these
But
things.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Look at this. I'm just gonna. I see the pin pad, but I don't know the code. Well, that's quite a bummer. I guess I'm leaving.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Okay.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Exactly. What could I possibly do? What could I don't know. Is that wine? Chianti. It is.
2845.
Fine.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh no.
Amazing.
The windows are coming down.
Into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh, what could be here? I don't know, but I'm gonna turn this game brightness up a little bit. That's a thing. Just a tad. Game, why you do this? What game? Why you do this? Game. You silly game. Game! Why you do this to me? Why would you... There you go. We're back. We're back on track. Alright then. I guess we're gonna figure out what's waiting for us here. This is kind of creepy, whatever might have been in there. Alright. This doesn't seem very, presidential, manager-like. I know, Wheatley. This is a little dark. I'm a little scared right now. I guess oh! Okay. Please don't crash down. This is a little creepy. Mr. Narrator, don't you have to say anything about this? You're just like, he went into the passageway and completely negated the fact that I stepped into an elevator.
Into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Never.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, they have rays that... Oh, okay, it's very dark in here. Very dark. At least there's one light source.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's very obvious. Or escape. I guess I go in here. What's the worst that could happen in the mind control facility, right? Maybe I get to control now everyone's mind. Hi? Okay, there's numbers.
The
and I pressed a
rose on
big
an
button.
enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. Do we have the strength, guys? I think we have the strength. It's a little creepy, though, if you imagine a room that big, just full of screens. I assume these are just, you know, cameras of the people working in here. Maybe these guys are... What is... I can't zoom in. Employee observation protocol. Okay, good enough. Oh, there's another button. Cameras! Let's turn the cameras on.
Now the monitors jumped
Oh my.
to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This is very cool looking, though. But definitely creepy. I'm gonna say, yeah, this is kind of a creep show. Ugh. Okay. What could this mean? Just elevator, lift up people.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe.
I mean, we're just watching them. Why is it mind control?
Under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, that's fine. I'm okay with this.
No.
Ugh.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
I can.
own life in someone else's control? Never.
I guess I'm gonna...
Unthinkable.
Unthinkable!
Was it even possible?
I guess.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What happens when you go home, though? Did you never go home? Did you not have friends or anything? Did you
was
just...
the proof.
Oh.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
I mean,
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Would I now? Fine. There is a button over there, and there's this big room in there. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Okay, before I go in here, there's a button over there that I want to press, just to make sure that I don't miss that one. I guess that's how I would dismantle it. What is going on in here? Ugh. This creeps me out. Gives me some kind of Star Wars vibes there. The Han Solo scene. I'm Han Solo. Alright, there you go. Exciting. Alright. 4. Okay, that did nothing. There's some buttons over there, or some doors over there. That's quite alright. And this is my very first ending. Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have a little bit of an idea based on the source mode what it might be, but it's been so long at this time. Oh, there's 5. I guess I have to find 1 to 5 or something. Anyway, let's go in here. The mind control is idle. It needs input. Mind control something. Can't read.
And
System
when at last
power.
he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
You're right. Let's turn it off. I don't know what happens next, but we turned it off. Following the narrator. Is that the ending? Is that my first ending? Also, please don't spoil.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Maybe. Da-da-da.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
No, that's too simple.
And yet,
Too simple.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Nah, none. This is the whole game.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Who cares? Am I right?
This strange building held. But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Exactly.
It was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Hashtag
His
deep.
goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
Oh, beautiful. Where the frick is this place located?
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Also, this looks very
Stanley
fake.
stepped through the open door.
Conspiracy. It's fake. It's part of the experiment. They're just experimenting on me.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Done it. Done. Nailed it. 10 out of 10. Finished the game. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know what the big deal is. Ha! Even got the achievement. Beat the game. Sweet!